Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are continuing our C++ tutorial for robotics. So before we get into the world of programming, let's first understand how our computer works. For that, let's consider the block diagram of a computer. So first we will start with ALU, then there will be CU, that is control unit, then there will be main memory, there will be pipeline channel between them. This ALU means arithmetical and logical unit. CU means control unit, and main memory. This is our primary memory for our CPU. Okay. Here comes the output devices. Output devices like monitor, speaker, and all. Here comes our input devices. Input devices like keyboard, mouse, and all. And we have one more thing, that is our storage. Now we have storage unit, this HDD or SSD. So this is a basic block diagram of a computer. Here the arithmetical and logical unit will be responsible for all the arithmetical operations like addition, subtraction, division, mod, and all, and also the logical operation like greater than, less than, equal to, and or operations, etc. And the control unit, as its name resembles, it will be responsible for managing all other units. So there will be other resources like ALU, main memory, and everything. So the control unit will be managing all these units. And then we come to the HDD or the main storage. So the SSD or HDD, which will be containing the files, it will be of two types: program files and data files. Consider like we have a notepad.exe. So notepad.exe, this will be a program file. And here if we have a data called document.txt, this is a data file. So the program file will be an application, and the data file will be data. In the data file we can consider like movie, songs, and all. In the program files it will be like VLC player, MP3 player, and all. So these two kind of data will be present inside our HDD. To run any program file, it should be available in the main memory. So the program files will be bought from the hard disk to the main memory, and the ALU and CU unit will be executing this program file. So when we are running a program and the program require any data input, so it will be reading the input from the input device. It will not be like ALU and control unit will be directly reading data from the input devices like mouse or keyboard. Instead, there will be a separate memory for this input devices, that will we call this as input buffer. Similarly, there will be a external memory for output devices, that will be called output buffer. If the program requires any data, we will be giving this data from the input devices like keyboard or mouse, and whatever data we are given, it will go inside this input buffer, and later this ALU unit will be reading the data from this buffer. Similarly, whatever data the program want to give as an output, the program will be putting it inside this output buffer, and later the output devices will be grabbing the data from this buffer and displaying it or playing it. The program will be here in the HDD. The program will be brought into the main memory to be executed, and this, when during the execution process, it will be reading the data from the input buffer, which will be get data from the input devices. Input devices will be putting this all the input data inside this buffer. This ALU control unit will be reading this data, and if it have to give any output, it will be putting all this output data inside the output buffer, and the output devices will be reading from this buffer memory, and then it will be showing the output. From this video, we understood the basic flow diagram of a computer, and we understood how a program works and what are the important factors inside a computer. Like we have a HDD, main memory, control unit, ALU, output buffer, input buffer, and we understood the functionalities of each modules. In the next video, we will be trying to understand the binary system. See you in the next video.